Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we live and back for another episode of the Speak Up Now podcast, and I'm your host, Darius Silva, aka Mr. GQ, back with some more exciting, some more important, some more interesting, hot topics to inspire you, the viewer, you, the people, and you, society, to speak up. Speak up now. It's only gonna make you better mentally, physically, and spiritually, and the whole nine. So I'm back. We're back. We live and here to inspire you to be better and speak up now because it's only gonna make you better. I'm excited for today's episode. Whoa. What are you doing? You forgetting to hit the subscribe button? Stop it. What are you doing? You watching the Speak Up Now podcast and you watching your host, Darius Silva, aka Mr. GQ, give you some unbelievable content. What are you doing? I need you to subscribe right now. Check out my social media platforms that you see on the screen, Facebook, Instagram, and this platform, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you continue to tune in and watch the full episode. Come on now. This is the Speak Up Now podcast, where we're inspiring others to speak up and do better. Come on now. Subscribe. Come on. Subscribe. All right, let's get you back to the full episode. Boom. So I'm excited to be back with you guys for some more exciting topics and episodes. And I know you're going to enjoy today's episode because I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going to say it's a good one. So make sure you watch my previous episodes if you haven't already. Hopefully you stay tuned for the full episode. And make sure you, as I always say, ride with me, because, we inspire everybody together. So, like I always say, if you're ready for today's episode, if you're a new viewer, make sure you pay attention to how we do things. If you're a returning viewer, you know what it is. Much love to you, as always. And you make sure you stay with me for these newcomers. So if you're ready for today's episode, stay with me. Let's ride. So for today's episode, it's pretty simple. It's election season. And anybody that's an adult, over 18 years old, even if you're old enough to understand what politics are and elections are, this episode is for you. So it's election season, and we know how busy election season gets from now until November and January, from debates and all that. So I felt like it was time for me to make at least an episode on a certain topic that drives me crazy. Everybody gonna talk about the presidential nominees, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and this and that, but that's too easy to talk about. But I want to talk about is Black Republicans, right? That's a very, very interesting topic, but it's a very, very, what's a good word? It drives some folk, and people say some folks and some people crazy. At least it drives me crazy and people that I know crazy. They see Black Republicans in this world, which is more common now than it was back in the day. But it still gets to me, still makes some sense to me. And I really want to talk about it just because it helps push the conversation, start the conversation. And the reason why Black Republicans drive me crazy, not because, obviously because they're Black, but what drives me crazy is how they grew up, right? Any Black Republican, all Blacks don't come from poverty. All Blacks don't come from a wealthy spoon. I'm gonna say that first, just that's number one. But either way, if you're Black, you're Black. And if you were born in 1990s, 80s, or like early 2000s, whatsoever, and you're a Black Republican or see yourself as a conservative, it's like, okay, give me the reasons why you want to feel like that. It's because as a Republican, at least what society has taught us, or what we've seen in society, you've seen that the right side, Republicans or conservatives, look at African Americans and Blacks totally different, right? And I'm not saying that, because yes, there's some Caucasian counterparts that are Democrats, which we okay with that. And most blacks or Democrats as well. So I'm not saying that one race is supposed to be set for one side. I'm not saying that, but it's hard to understand why African Americans in today's age, or even back then, are growing more and more than ever. Knowing how African Americans came up back in the day, one, but how they continue to treat us, and how they continue to treat us, look at us differently opposed to them. But if you go and say, oh, I support, if a black person says, I support the Donald Trump, I support the Republican Party, or if a black person says, I support conservative values, it's hard to understand, because it's like, you coming from an African American family, more than 9 times out of 10, out of your family members have ran into some racism, have ran into some obstacles due to the Republican Party, have ran into some difficulties trying to achieve things or get things done due to the right side of the Republican Party. So what makes that person want to support that cause? What makes them want to support what the Republicans stand for? I'm not understanding that, and I want to talk about it, because it's like, it drives most black people crazy to see their black counterparts raising their hands, clapping their hands for Republicans that stand for what they stand for, right? And I'm not going to sit there and talk bad on someone, like, what you believe in, but it's hard to understand why you believe in those things. Like, what made you believe in those things? Like, I'm all for speaking up, believing what you believe in, whatsoever. Like, if you like Republican values, that's on you. If you like independent values, that's on you. If you like the Democratic values, that's on you as well. But it's hard to understand how an African American, coming from, as a black person, I can say this. That's hard to understand why a black man or a black female wants to be Republican, one, but sees what they see and stand for what they stand for. I don't understand it. It drives me insane, and it drives other people that I know insane. Black families, black friends, or even other races that's not black, it drives them crazy. Like, what in your right mind has got you to that point where you want to say, oh, I'll support the Republican Party? That makes no sense to me. Like, you might agree what they stand, some of that they might say, but you want to sit there and say, I support what they stand for. No, it makes no sense. Like, I'll be the first one to say, I'm not a Republican, right? I'm the first one to say that I'm all for what the Democrats stand for, which way in terms of like what's that, woman's choice, everything what they stand for about, how to treat people, how to see things in life. I'll be the first one to say. But I also say, like, I'm more, when it comes to, like, I support so what the liberals and socialists stand for. Like, and like, only thing I don't like is high ass taxes. So that's the only thing that drives me crazy is high ass taxes. I just like keeping my money, simple and plain. Stephen A. said this. I just like keeping my money. That's the only thing I'm against. I just want to keep my money. Besides that, I'm all for the socialist stuff and everything that the Democrats do. So I'm gonna get that out the way first. Only thing I don't like is high ass taxes. I'm pretty sure everybody in this world, everybody's keeping their money. So I'm pretty sure we all can agree on that. We all are keeping our money. So we can all agree on that. But that's the point, is that African Americans who do support that have some explaining to do. Don't you think? Like, what in their right mind got in their minds where they feel like they have to get to where they want to get, they have to switch sides or support what they stand for. That's why I feel like why there's more black Republicans in this world now in today's age, because they realize they can get further in life by supporting the right man, or supporting the white side, or supporting the Republican side or the conservative side. That's why I feel like it's coming to the point where I feel like some black men or some black women or African Americans that today or have done it are moving towards the Republican Party or moving towards the conservatives is because they feel like they could get further in life, with less obstacles than their counterparts by supporting that side. And let me say this. Let me watch my words. I'm gonna say it's a damn shame that you feel like we have to sacrifice what African Americans went through, and even going through now, just for individual gain. And black Americans who are Republicans and say, well, I'm trying to do it for so-and-so, doing it for our culture, doing it for society, doing it for all our people. You're not doing it for all our people, you're doing it for yourself. That's what drives me insane, that's what drives other people insane. Right? That's what, you're not making any type of sense. We see all these black Republicans on CNN or ABC or any type of news station, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to see a black Republican supporting the conservative sides. The conservatives and most Republican people you can see in our lives. It does not make any sense to see them people on TV or see them in real life supporting that. Think about my question to you guys in society is how do black Republicans go back to the other African American counterparts, look them in the face and say, I'm with you guys. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that makes sense. That's the question of the day. Tell me how a black Republican can go back to a black counterpart or black caucus or black community or black this or black party or black constituent and look them in the face. Tell me. Now that's the good thing. They can do that. They can do anything. Just joking, but if they can do that, what are they gonna say that would make them feel like black? You might as well say they turn in a black card. You might as well say that. And I'm not saying that black card has everything to do with your political preferences, but damn near it does. If you want to support what the Republicans stand for, like damn. It's like damn. I mean, it's a gut punch, like a heart punch, but it's like Jesus, like my God. I'm just like my goodness gracious. So that's my question. That's how I always wonder, like, man, how can a black Republican or a high black conservative like Mark Robinson or Ben Carson, who's a Republican, or Tim Scott of South Carolina, or any other black counterparts you could think of in the Senate, House Republicans, or a state government, tell me how do they go back in their communities, a black community, and make them and allow them to explain themselves, that they can be understood. That they can be understood. They can't. It's simply plain they can't. And it's like damn. Just for an individual again to get further in life, you mean tell me you couldn't do it the right way? You have to sacrifice a part of you to get where you want to go. It's a shame. It's really a shame. Like I said, it's election season. That's all you see right about now. Every 4 years and every 2 years, it's like damn. You see more and more black Republicans, more and more black conservatives, more and more black people switching sides. It's like damn. It's like it's a hurt to our culture more than you realize. And I'm saying it's crazy to me. I'm like, and one thing I can't say about Democrats though, we stand for what's right. They do stand for what's right. But I'm not saying who to vote for or who to support. That's everybody's decision for themselves, individual decisions. Like I'm all for speaking up and having good conversation. Hell, I'm cool with some Republicans, white people, which I'm cool with everybody. I'm not saying that, but it's like damn, you actually believe. I'm not like if you want to support. That's only you. I respect you for what you believe in and what you stand for. I respect it, but it's like on the other side of it, it's like as a black person from a black culture, it's like you look at it differently. So, I mean, it's a big conversation to have more and more, especially during this time. And I might make some more election episodes over time until November. More than likely, I probably will. It's gonna take some time, but it's like this is one episode I wanted to bring to the table for you guys to think about and discuss and think about for your mind, and hopefully have more conversations with people around you. So, like I said, I'm all for people. I'm all for everybody, all races: Caucasian, African Americans, Hispanics, Asian Americans, Jews. Women, men. I'm all for every conversation. Everybody has right to their own stances and what they believe in. So I'm all for that. But it's like when it comes to that topic, it's like damn, it's deeper than you think it is. And I guarantee you, not just African Americans are gonna believe. I feel like African Americans not gonna only agree with me, but I feel like white counterparts are gonna agree with me as well. It's like, damn, they look at that, so that's kind of unusual. It is unusual to see more and more black men switch sides because they feel like they can get further in life with they on their agenda, individual agenda. That's what I feel like it is. But again, as I always say, I digress. That's a bigger topic for another day. But I did have to get that off my chest because it's really a damn shame. I'm here to say that. I don't mind saying it's a damn shame to see black Republicans more and more in today's world. It's a damn shame, especially where us African Americans and black people come from, and still having obstacles in today's world, all because of the right side of the Republicans and the conservatives. I would say that right now, it's a damn shame, right? But I had to get that off my chest. If hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, because I know I did. If you're a new viewer, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Keep on coming back and subscribing. If you're a returning viewer, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode and leave a like, and share, and always send love to you. So let's go and end this episode the right way, as we always do. So if you're a new viewer, pay attention. Stay mellow, keep that mellow mind. Stay focused on anything that you're doing. Stay focused. Stay on a path to what you want to succeed in. As my man Cam Newton says, you got one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. Boom.